Hello and welcome to ACRL Season 2, Round 18 at USA. And as you can tell, we are presented by a wet USA track in qualifying. So it's going to be quite entertaining. We do have a new driver, Jasko, or no, I don't even know how. Jasko, I think that's how you say it, hopefully. Hopefully that's how it's said. T-Max joined us today as well as a reserve driver in the Red Bull car. And I've just been told we do have a dry race, so we have work quality dry race, which will play with the strategy quite a bit. We got a top teamer, both of them not coming. Mikael Ori securing the championship, I believe. And Trent just not showing up, so McLarens are not going to be here this week, so it's anyone's game for a win. I believe only winners this season have been Mikael, T-Mac, and FIBA last week. I think. Don't quote me on it. First off, let me just check something, if everything's been picked up. Oh, it's all good. Nice. We'll go to our first car on track. It's not T-Mac, it's actually Light's first car on track, and I believe behind him will be Antics. Nope. Wrong, yeah, and it's Paul. So we got T-Mac, Paul, Lights, Paul, T-Mac, Jasko, then Tim. So we'll follow those cars in those orders. We've got quite a big gap from Paul to T-Mac though. Drivers, as it's raining, you expect the drivers have filled up their tanks quite a bit so they will do multiple runs. But since it's dry race, they can burn their inters tires, so if they really want to, one lap, come in, do another lap. As we have Lights, he's coming across the set, or start his first lap in the rain. Not a pleasant one. Now, don't want to really touch the curbs that much in the braking zone. You can lock the tires quite easy if you use no ABS if you run on the curbing. But thankfully for the drivers, the rain isn't that heavy, so you can kind of see the track layout. Oh, this Trent has joined, so we actually do have one of the McLarens joining us today. Very nice. Yeah, as you can see, very tricky conditions for the drivers. Not as tricky as past races here for other leagues. At least the drivers are able to see where the track limits are. Let's stay on board with Lights, and then we'll jump the pool near the end of the lap. Got one McLaren's off focus coming around the last corner. It's FIBA's actually joined as well, so we've got FIBA reserving today as well. I wonder if they're going to get the qualifying bug though. If you guys don't know, in 2020 there is a bug with qualifying. If you join late in the session, there's a possibility you start at the back. High possibility. On very few occasions you actually start in the position you qualify. And the problem with that bug is if you qualify in the 10, you can't get off the tire, but thankfully it is wet and those guys would be able to choose any tire they want. So Light's going quickest because his first car 46.2. It looks like Paul has binned it on the second last corner, so he has to go again. He's also invalid as well. Actually, no, it looks like he fueled up for one run. Here comes T-Mac though. He looks like he's fueled for one lap as well, so we'll stay on board with him. No, he's actually going in. He's invalid. Jasko, he looks like he's fueled up for quite a few runs, and he's coming around the final corner now. We'll see what time he's able to do. 46.6. Then we got Tim across the line. He does third fast 47.1, and Antis 45.4. for their times. So we've got Big Al, he's coming to final corner now to start his final lap with jumping with Telemans. I'm told it's Telemans, but I don't even know. I just say it the way I want it at this point. He's coming across the line now, 46.2 or 49.2. I wasn't focused on that. It goes 5th fastest. Let's go to Focus though. Coming around the final corner now. Fever has joined. He's joining Telemans at Mercedes. Focus gone 5th fast, 48.2 for his fast lap. We've got Combine coming around the final corner now. He's going to be starting his flying lap. And then we got Lights just behind. He's going to be finishing his second quali lap. Stay on board with him and see what time he's able to do. No, he's called it off. He's come straight into the pit lane. So we've been baited. We'll go to Trent because he hasn't set time yet and he's behind Lights. Next car on track set a time. I think Jasco is on a flyer as well. Yes, he's on the flyer. Tim looks like he is as well. Rantix on the back of him quite heavily. That dirty is not going to be helpful for Rantix. Nothing you can do though. He caught him on his quali lap, so Trent he actually went slow on that lap, so he's actually starting again. Jasco across the line, second fast, 45.5 for his time. Tim goes second fast now, 45.5. Rantix went even quicker, even despite being behind Tim for most of that lap, 44.839 for the Alfa Romeo driver. We'll jump with Big Al coming across the line now. See what he's able to do. 46.8. What's up, Rissel? Matthew Brundle. Nah, I don't believe. Fever, he come across the line. He's starting his flying lap. Tasman, he has, I believe, he's run out of fuel. He's just called it off. Combine, though, he'll be coming around the final corner to finish his lap. Hopefully, it's a pretty good lap. So he wants to start near his teammate. So 45.7, and he starts ahead of his teammate, 1 second quicker as well. Looks like, hello, game, thank you. Cooperate, please. Paul, he's come across to start. Same with teammate, he's going to be starting his flying lap just behind him. Jump board with Trent because he's still yet to get a time on the board. So here you go. Trent coming around front of the corner up to the line. Is a short little dash to the line. Easy on the track, 44.9. 1/10 slow of pole. Tim coming across the line, 2/10 up on his time. 45.3. He actually lost a 10th in that sector when I jumped on board with him. He's trying to Big Al. He's actually invalid his lap. Is he going to go again? No, yes he will. So Big Al filled up for quite a bit of runs. He's going again. Got Jasco here. He's going to be doing another lap. I don't know why the tires are not there. My keyboard is just not having it today. It's like someone spun it on their lap. It looks like Phoebus had a spin. Believe Combine. Nope, Combine's invalid. He's coming straight into pit lane. Be Paul next. Stay on board with Paul. What is Paul able to do? Up to the line. It looks like 47, 47.1, almost into 46s. So at the moment, he's 3 seconds, no, 2.4 seconds off the pace of his teammate. Teammate to the line, 46.4 now. He's 2/10 slower than his teammate. He's going to be looking to improve that time quite a bit. In Trent. Going into the final corner yet again, 2/10 up on his time. He actually looks looks like he'll be having a go at pole here. He does 44.704 provisional pole for Trin at the moment. Tim has decided to come into pit lane. As it looks like Fever has invalid again, so Fever's not having the greatest of qualifying sessions. Trying to pull big out though. He's got 9 tenths up on his time. That'll be quite impressive. Say 45 on his time. To the line, oh, he does a 45.3, jumps up into 4th place just behind Tim. Looks like Jasko, oh, he pips him and Big Al and Tim, goes 44.9. Third driver to get into the 44s. Believe it's Lights now, 2 tenths up on his time. That'll be a 45, I assume. No, he's 46 flat. Quite unfortunate. Grando, oh no, that's Focus. He's invalid. His lap looks like Fever has decided to enter pit lane. As Paul has decided to do the same thing. Vantex, he will be coming style as our team are going quite wide and surprisingly not invalidating his time to the line. Now, was we looking at 46? 46.0947. Still 0.93 behind his teammate. So, not bad pace for the Red Bull drivers. Basically on the same pace at the moment, but I expect all drivers in this session should be using their dry setups because it's forecasted for a dry race, as I'm told. Hopefully that's right, but I would love some unexpected rain to just happen out of nowhere. That would be lovely. Big Al looks like he's invalid yet again. I think he's going to come into pit lane, get new enters after. I think that's 2 invalidates in a row that he's done. So I think we're going to be seeing all drivers on track except the ones that are on freshly new tyres come into pit lane and replace their inter tyre and get a new set. Lights been on fresh set. He's going to finish this lap 45.682 jumps combined for 6th place. As Jasko has come into pit lane, we'll jump to Focus. He's coming to the line now. What are we looking at? 47 maybe. Yes, 47.420. He jumps. Oh, he doesn't even jump in it. He stays 10 fastest. 3 tenths slower than Paul at the moment, I believe. No, that's not Paul. Ranchix just gone quick as there. 44.565 for the fastest time at the moment. We got Tim West. He will be starting as though. He gets a little bit squirrely on the traction. Coming out of the final corner. As Fever. Oh, again really side. Oh, is it going to save that? He does. That is extremely sideways that you don't want in the rain. That would have cost him quite a few tenths. I expect he's not on a flying lap anyway after that, and since his time is at 2-minute mark. He's just casually drifting the car in front of Lights on this quality. I believe Lights will be coming into pit lane, refuel. Oh, that was very close to a collision. It's extremely close. So I expect Lights to be coming in this lap. Get a new fresh enters, go out. Fever's gone way wide. Yep, and there we go. Fever does a little trick. Go wide as you can, then cut in while being on full, and then you start the lap. I believe it's Focus. He's coming across line 1.1 second through. It goes 46.2 on his lap. Only 2 tenths shy of team. It goes 9 fastest now. Trin's starting his lap about now. We've got Jasko on the back straight. He's on his outlap at the moment. And what do we got? Grando. Is that Big Al? Yep, Big Al. And I believe that's T-Mac. But Tim did cross the line. I just didn't see if he improved. I don't think he improved his time. Just on board with Trin at the moment. So I don't think anyone ahead of him is on a lap. No, I'm wrong. Fever's on a lap and he's in sector 3 at the moment. Oh, and he's gone purple sector 3. That's a... I think that was a 109.3 he did as a sector 2 time. Or, well, I got 109.3. I think that's relatively competitive pace for the wet. I think he's going to be having a good shot at Paul. Rantis doesn't... Well, Rantis is coming out now as traffic's going by, so that's going to hurt him. Oh, Fever's had a big tank slapper. Second last corner. He's invalidated a lap. And he's had a spin on exit, or entry to pit lane. We got Fever the drift master here. So Focus, he did a 46 flat, beats T-Mac because A fast, Tread go fast 44.1. He has time for one more lap. Vantix will only have one lap to improve his time if Trent is able to improve his anymore. Looks like someone's had to spin at time. Well, I think no, Focus is just letting people through. That's very good sportsmanship. And Tim West starting his lap about now. Jump board T-Mac. Nope, T-Mac's all the way at the back. Never mind. Nope, just go. Currently 2/10 up on his time. Have a look what he's able to do. So I believe that's Teleman's behind him. Then you got Silvaro, who hasn't completed a lap in his first lap out. As Jasu comes to the line, 44.628. Doesn't improve his time, but improves his position, improves his time. 47.7 for Talisman. We got Big Al, no, combined first across the line, 45.7, and Big Al, he invalidated, so he will be going again. Rantan's coming across the line, he will be starting his lap. Right about right. I wonder if I'm desynced to the session now. Fever's just come out. I think I'm desynced. Thank you, Ando, for the follow. I much appreciate it. I believe T-Mac. Yep, there we go. Nope. Fever has been checking flag, so I'm not desynced. Talisman has retired. I believe that's on that track he's retired at. Let's just have a look. Yeah, he's retired on track. Just go join... Imagine that. Oh, true. Hero, are you even followed though? I don't. Are you followed? So Tim West, I don't believe he improved his position. He improved his time. 45 at flat for him. Finishes 4th, but he could get beaten later down the line. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, it was followed. Hey man, I forget. I forget. Leave me alone. Can I join the league now and open the race? If you join the league, you're going to have to do the sign up format. I don't believe you're allowed to race this race. As I was distracted, so Big Al's gone at second at fast 44.3. Rantis has just beat at 44.32. Sanchin holds his lead with a 44.20. Team Anglo won to finish at the moment. Coming to the line now, what does he do? 45.5 for his fastest time. So yeah, that's all drivers finish, and now we'll just wait for Jasko's car to be put in, or he retires. Either one will save us time if he retires. I'm gonna have to bring the chat out so I can actually read it. I want to start. Yeah, Phoebe, you were hitting the madness. I think I caught some of them on stream as well. So if you want to have a look at the race, I'm pretty sure I got a few of your drifts. I believe you were drifting in front of lights when I was watching as well. When I was on board with the lights as a lap. But that is the grid. I was distracted for the last part of quali, so that wasn't that great. Well, Trim will take pole with Vantis behind Big Al third, Jasko fourth, new driver. Pretty sure. I am told he races MRL, so that explains why he's up there at the moment. Currently 4th fastest for his first race with us. Hello, Mikau. Gonna stomp. He's 4th fast. He's 4th in qualifying at the moment. Shouldn't beat him with like 44 flat in the wet. I didn't get the other part of the grid, so I'm gonna have to wait for the thing to tick over. 3rd in tier 3 and MRL, so I don't know his pace, so I'm just gonna take your word for it and say he's gonna finish first with a decent gap. Unless Fever gets up in there. I expect Fever's going to do a medium to soft race. Fever's at the back of the grid. So let me just get all the details up. Yep, so that, we got quite a few drivers going mediums. Okay, so that was the grid. Trent, Vantix, Big Al, Jasko combined, Tim, Silver. Lights, Paul and Timo were the top 10. Since it was raining, any tire could be chosen, so it doesn't really matter. We got first Teleman, Granda, and Fever all at the back. So we got both Renaults and both Mercedes at the back of the grid. So this is going to be a very interesting race, to say the least. We got 5 cars on the soft tires. Interesting strategy. I would have, if I were them, I would have gone mediums. The medium to soft is a better race strategy, as the medium is a better race tire around this track. The softs do tend to I think it's lap 6 the softs go off. So if with combined starting of the softs at the moment, he's gonna have to hopefully have first place by the end of lap 1 if he's gonna make that work. It can work if he is in a train with the top 5 or top 4 with a decent gap to people behind him, but if he can't make a gap in the first stint, he's going to be nowhere in the medium run. But we'll come to the lights now. Jasko taking 4th place for his first race. Not a bad showing. Trent's taking Mikau's spot on the grid. He's taking first. Qualifying was interesting. We had a drifting Feber for the whole thing. It's pronounced Yasko. I knew I was saying it wrong when I first saw the name. J is like E sound. Okay. Thank you for that, Mikau. 4, 5 red lights. Let's see the start. What do we have? It looks like Trent getting a good start next to Rantis was Yasko. I can't even pronounce that. Oh, we got 3 wide in turn 1. Already Big Al on the outside of Trent. Looks like, oh, we got the Constantino effect out the back. Red Bull's been spun with Combined getting involved in it. Big Al takes the lead after turn 2. Oh, he's had a little bit of drift through the S's, and we are all, I believe it's single fault all the way through the S's. Most cars are holding wing damage at the moment, though, and Trent staying on the back of Big Al, nice and close to Ranches behind Yasko. Just behind him, but he's got lights on the soft tyre right up his ass. Phoebe's taking lights on the outside. They're going 3 wide into the hairpin. Not a good spot. They make it through though. No contact between any driver. One of the Renault's losing the back end at the back. As Phoebe makes up into 4th. Yasko down into 5th. Lights also taken. So Yasko is down 2 positions. They're still going at it. Side by side lights and Phoebe through sector 2 now. Or sector 3 I should say. Lights going for a switchback on the Mercedes driver. Phoebe's still holding his own. He will have the inside corner for the next one. And we believe we've got Silver Hour in focus right behind it. As well as Lights already picks up a 3-second penalty for extended track limits. So it looks like Focus and Silver, oh, that's side by side. They went side by side through the long right hand. They're still side by side on the entry and exit of the corner. They're still holding it. It looks like Focus is going to get just ahead on the corner exit, but Silver hasn't finished yet. He's coming back out of that turn 1 down the inside. He's going to go. Oh, a little bit of lock up from the Haas driver. Forces Focus almost off the track, but he's able to keep it in check. I don't know if my game's bugged, but apparently Silver has used all of his deployment. I think my game is bugged now. I don't know if my game's bugged with him or I don't even know at this point. Apparently Silver has no ERS deployment, so that's gonna be interesting. So far, Big Al's still holding the lead from Trina, from Mantis. It was like, ooh, Yasko going for a move on Lights for 5th place. I'm hoping I'm saying this right now. I really hope I do. Oh, I'm going to have someone mad at me again. Also, Phoebe's had an excellent start to the race, so he's up into 4th place from last on the grid. His teammate quite opposite. He's down in 14th after sustaining wing damage and getting spun at turn 1. Big Al, he's holding fastest lap as well, 35.3 for the fastest lap, and we 4-way train at the moment. DRS has been enabled this lap, so it actually might be a 7-person train, and if Yasko can make up that time. I believe I saw Lights picking up another penalty. He's also spun it as well in the S's. So he's all the way down in 13. Red Bull not having the greatest of races so far. I'm not getting the best camera angle looking back. But I believe Paul is going to make a move on Telemans on the back strap. I'm pretty sure I saw a ghost just beforehand. He's actually lost quite a few positions. Oh my god, what am I doing? He's actually lost quite a few positions. He lost about 3 positions. Switch to Rantis. You want to see his epic gameplay? Why do you want to see Rantic's gameplay? I'm confused now. If you want to see Rantis' epic gameplay of him being in a train and not overtaking, be my guest. I'll switch to him when there's no battles in track. He's actually gone faster overall, 35.2 for the fastest lap. As his teammate Paul gets a 3-second penalty, it looks like Combine's going to go around the outside of Yakos. I'm going to lose my mind with this word because it's going to piss me off because I can't pronounce it correctly. just like with other names in this goddamn league. Well, as they're getting DRS detection, I'm gonna take my jump off real quick because I'm not, well, I'm sweating a bit too much and it's a bit too hot in here. Probably gonna suffocate. Okay. So, yep. DRS train, no one's able to catch the top four, so they're going to be locked in there for quite a while. Looks like Faze again taken by quite a few drivers on the back straight, I think. Or was Teleman's he got taken on the straight? It was one of them. I saw Peel side by side. What's the T-Mac is about? Oh, Tim had to pit. Let's see. Not really that much action apart from top four within DRS. You got train from 8th to 10th though, all within DRS as well. As Focus he's losing out to Silver just about now, so looks like the soft tires are again off, dropping quite a bit. As Trent he picks up a 3-second penalty. That would be a. This is quite a tricky part of the circuit to get right. You mess up the line once, you're going wide, and you get a warning. Looks like Phoebus are about to make a move on Rantic though for 3rd place. Phoebus extremely close to Rantic at the moment. Is he able to make up any ground? We'll have a look from his on board. No, it's not. Doesn't look like it. They're all holding a steady pace. So there's no hope for overtakes at the moment. This is just going to be DRS Central. So it looks like Paul side by side with Teleman's. Oh, almost side by side. Teleman's, he's actually blinking his red light. That means his EOS is down low on energy at the moment. Paul really needs to make these overtakes happen about now because these are when the soft tires should, or the soft tires should go off soon. So he wants to make these moves quite, in a bit. As Fever, he picks up a penalty for a I can't talk. Exceeding track limits. As combined, he went fast with 35.0 for the career zone. It looks like the soft tire, you can say is dropping off. Some drivers drop. It's like you can say with some drivers it drops off. Other drivers it's not. Combined just showed the soft tire is still good for probably another lap. Feedback is extremely close on the timing. For it looks like someone's had a spin. It looks like Focus has had a spin during the S's. Dropped all the way to 12 as Tim went fast as like the previous lap. I just didn't pick up the time he did it. We'll jump ball with Fever yet again. Is he able to make up any more time on the answer? He's actually using his overtake this time. So let's see if there'll be a overtake into this corner. I'm not sure what corner this is. This big dive from. Oh, I've messed that up. Yep, I've definitely. Oh, I spun it! What has happened? No! I hate this. I hate this. My keyboard's malfunctioning. This is great. I'm trying to select. I pressed the wrong button. I keep forgetting the stupid F keys are down to switching as well, and I pressed that by mistake. And I switched to Trin, and I forgot which one it was. So yeah, don't know what happened to Fever. He's in the pit lane, so I don't know why. I want to have a look. Let's have a look. What's he in for? It looks like he's in for the soft tire. For some reason. Why? Unless he wanted to replace his wing and he forgot to turn that option on. And it just hasn't. Okay, this is interesting. very interesting. Light's trying to go side by side with Telemans through the S's. So he's actually cut quite a bit of that track and got a penalty. You're not getting away from that one, pal. That was quite a decent cut. So I'm told it's Yaskos. I don't know, I'm just gonna fuck this up, like, his name up, like, every time I try to say it. I'm gonna have to hear it from him on how to say it, and then I'll get it right, probably. So, gaps pretty much have, all extended. Lights getting past Telemans, I believe that was on the back straight, though. Trent is losing time to... Oh, he's actually gone quite wide. Wouldn't be surprised if that was a warning. So him and Big Al building relatively good gap to Combined and Rantix behind. Rantix was involved in that incident with Feber, which got Feber to the pit, but I don't know why Feber put it on the soft tyre. About 10 laps too early for the soft tyre, in my opinion. But you know, it's Fever. He can do what he wants. As Yaskos. Yes. I'm literally gonna hurt myself in a minute. Yeah. Yaskos. I don't even know. Yaskos. Yes. Oh, fuck me, Dad. Anyway, despite me having trouble pronouncing the name, makes relatively easy overtake, going way before the break. It's only locks up quite a bit though. Into the corner. Wish I knew the corner names, but I really don't. Because I got other information on my screen, so I can't bring up a track map. And plus I'm a bit too lazy to do the corner numbers thing. Or learn what corners of which. Looks like we had a spin. Looks like Grant's had a spin in sector 3. Looks like lights on the back of Paul as well at the moment. Wouldn't expect the soft tyres at the moment. Soft tyres at the moment won't be feeling as great as they were. As Fever is all over Grando at the moment. Oh, bit of... Oh, no, that's not Grant. It's Focus. Never mind. My bad. As Fever gets the move done nice and easy into the corner. Huh? Huh? I'm busy. Go to work. Go to work. Yeah, we're jumping on board with lights after me being distracted for a good 30 seconds, I would say. Paul gone extremely defensive on the inside of the straight, but Light's able to get side by side and Paul locking up quite a bit. Space given to both drivers. Paul diving it down the inside, forces Lights quite wide, but Lights with the traction, able to get the inside corner for the next two. And they all take the lead into the double right. So up in the P7, Lights goes, and Big Al still with a Big Al and Trent still with a comfortable lead. Trent does hold a 3-second penalty. It looks like Focus had a little bit of an issue coming into the double right-hander. Looks like he lost the rear. Now he's got Tim West behind him as Yaskos getting a 3-second penalty. I'm just going to pronounce it like that for the time being because I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Hopefully. So right, Teleman, he's going to try to side by side with Paul through the S. It's not a great place. Paul's gone extremely wide zones. Tells man they both have to cut the track. So I believe there was contact between the two drivers. Yet we got Paul. He's got damage to his wing at the moment. I wonder if Talisman's got damage on his as well. No, it's only Paul with damage. So Paul holding the front wing damage at the moment. As Phoebe gets past him now. As Yakos making a move on Combine after Combine gets a pretty bad exit. Still but side by side. Now Yakos with the inside line will get the move done. I really should know these corner numbers, but I really don't. As we see it, the first person to do their pit stop, or well, you could say the first person to actually do a proper pit stop, has gone into the pits. Has Fever gone with a late dive on Teleman into the last corner. As he gets the move done. He's going to make way to catch the lights before turn one. Is he going to be able to get a move done? He's got a Combine coming out of the pit lane at the same time. He locks up quite badly as well as they both get combined. And now there's a four-way train. Feeble did have the move on lights, but he just broke himself as he saw Combine coming out pit lane at the same time. We got Paul. He's in the pit lane. He's actually gone to the hard tire. I believe he was on the mediums before, so he had to make a switch. Fever, lights going to stream defensive. Fever to the outside, side by side through the corner. Who's going to get DRS? I believe Fever has a DRS. This is going to make lights a sitting duck between these cars with no DRS. Tasman might even be able to get up here and make an overtake. Combine was able to get side by side with lights down the straight after Fever made his attempt. Side by side with Fever nonetheless on the entry, and X is still side by side into the next corner. They're going to still take a side by side. Fever actually with better traction is able to hold that position. Combine having to sit behind for now. As Big Al has broken that deal. Oh no, I was going to say it. Big Al, oh no, he has. Big Al has broken DRS of Trin. So Trin now without any DRS of Big Al. This is going to be quite interesting as we got Telemans. He's into pit lane. I believe for the medium tires. Combined really close to the back of Fever at the moment. We got a sector 3 yellow flag. Looks like teammates had a bit of an issue. He's lost his whole wing. We got a safety car. This is gonna be interesting. So teammate looks like he lost that on the last corner and hit the wall, lost his whole front wing, and due to that, a safety car has been called to clear debris on the track. Lucky enough for the driver, we're not running sim damage. If it was, that would have been a DNF for sure. So with sim damage, slightest tap can make you lose your wing. And I expect T-Mac went really fast into that wall. So this is giving people who are yet to pit, or people on a weird strategy yet, as Phoebe and Tim are given an opportunity to make pit stop for a different tyre. Now it will be interesting to see what tyre though. We'll go on to Big Al. He's actually gone for soft, same with Trent, so this is an interesting strategy. This is 5 laps too early of the scheduled soft pit, so this is going to be extremely interesting on how they make it to the end now. As we got Yakos, the only driver to go on the hard tyre as he started the race on medium, so he's going to be in an interesting spot because he's going to be much slower than the soft runners at the start of the initial start of the safety car, but towards the end of the race he should pick up the pace of being able to stay with people. Fever in the pit lane, choosing the medium tyre after he switched to the softs. That she stayed in 7th as well. So 3 drivers without penalties. Silver combined in Antics. Well done to those 3 for not picking up a penalty, but you still got 15 more laps of this race, so I wouldn't say anything yet now. So I believe the safety car shall be out for, I'll say, 1 more lap after this, as we got 2 drivers at the back, T-Mac and Paul. They're going to have to catch the pack. Stereogram 23, thank you so much for the follow. T-Mac has actually decided to pit once again, so that's actually interesting. Cool. So since safety car's out, let's have a look at the penalty. So, big out, Trina, oh my god, I'm having the same issue again. I had it down, now I just can't say it. Yaskos, Fever, Tim, Teleman's Grando. Actually, no, never mind. Talisman has 8 seconds. So, Grando, Tim West, Fever, Yaskos, Trent, Big Al, all 3-second penalties. And you have Talisman on 8, Paul T-Mac on 6, Focus on 11, and Lights currently on 15 seconds. I believe 2 of those drivers have 5-second penalties. I think Talisman is one of Talisman and Focus both have a 5-second penalty, I believe. So they would serve that in the next pit stop, but we are currently, well, this should be the only pit stop that the drivers have to make. So, safety car. Excuse me. Safety car in this lap, so we should be green racing, and it will be very interesting to see these soft tires actually go 14 laps. That's going to be quite an interesting, stint for the soft runners. They're going to have to really take care of their tires, but we're still on board with Big Al to see when he's able to shoot or when he wants to go for the safety car restart. As you can see, trying to warm up those tires as much as he can to get the best possible start. Actually, his fronts are currently overheating, apparently, according to Sora, and he's already gone. Just at the pit entry line he went, and now he's gone. As Trin has stayed with him quite well. It looks like we got people, we got someone in the pits. We got, looks like Yakos was caught napping. Same with Silver, he was also caught napping. Combines all over the back of it. Vantic's down inside. We're going 3 wide into turn 1. Fever's done a massive dive on those 2 drivers. He's up in the 6th place now, behind Rantix. So Focus went into pit lane. He's actually gone the softs. Quite interesting. So Fever, I believe he started in 8th and made a massive dive on Rantix and combined it to turn 1 up into 6th place. He goes now behind Rantix, who's on the soft tyre. This is going to be quite an interesting 13 laps at the moment. It looks like T-Mac about to make a move on Grando down the back straight for 11th. Using all his overtake as well. Not able to get alongside, but what's he going to do? He's not making any attempt at a dive, but sticks his nose in. Doesn't get the move done. Looks like Yakos is already dropping back from the lead. It's 1.7 seconds to the leader. He's dropped back already on those hard tires. He's going to have to defend for his life from Silver and Antics. As looks like T-Mac taking Grando round the outside at the double right-hander. That is not a great camber. Why the hell did I get that one? Did he get the move done? It looked like he did. He got it done. Paul almost got the move done on him as well. Big Out did go fast lap. I just didn't see what it was. Like Silver or Rantic's trying to go around the outside of Silver at turn 1. Not able to make the move. Big Al already making quite a solid leader to Yakos. Same with Trent, 2 seconds to gap to them. Then Big Al has an additional 7 tenths to Trent just fine. He's about to make that 1 second, in fact. Looks like Silver's actually able to make an overtaking attempt on Yakos. Are we going to do 3 wide here? Is this going to happen? No? Yakos has just been mugged by 2 drivers down the back straight. So Silver and Rantix both passing it. Now it's Fever's turn to get past the Alpha Tauri driver for 5th place now. And T-Mac has made his way all up into 10th now, just ahead of Telemans, who's in 11th. Paul making it overtake. Actually, he didn't make an overtake. He attempted one, I think. Fever 3-second penalty for a seat in track limits. I believe someone else did as well. Big Al went fast for 2-3 for the fast team. Again, a 3-second penalty as well. So we've got 3 penalties all coming from the same spot. Fever with a massive dive on the inside of Yakos at turn 1. Doesn't get the move done. Yakos able to carry the speed around the corner and gets better traction. So Fever having to sit behind for 1 more lap, but Yakos doesn't have any DRS assistance, so Fever has one in that respect. Oh, aspect. Oh. I can't. As it looks like. It looks like Rantix was close to Silver. Silver has no DRS, so Rantix might get the move done on him. That is the wrong person. No, not able to get close enough. Let's check on Fever. Look how fast he's catching as well. It's going to make a massive dive on the inside of Yakos. Side by side at the moment. Looks like, oh, Yakos with a massive dive on Fever and cuts him off. And Fever with another massive dive on him as well. Oh, gets a little slap on the wrist, on the rear from his tyres. The tyres did not like that one bit. Goes extremely wide as well. It combines right behind him to pick up any scraps. At the moment, he's picking up quite a few because of the penalties. So we've got DRS assistance, I believe. Fever's going to try one more overtaking attempt into turn 1. No, he doesn't try anything. He has no willpower to do it. Big Al not able to make a gap. Trent's stuck with him in 6 tenths of gap now. And they're losing the gap they made to Yakos or Silver. They made a good gap to Silver, who was in 3rd. Now they're losing it quite quickly. Yakos is still in the running for a good position here, even though the top 4 are on the softs. The softs should die in about another 4 laps, which means the softs will die. Oh, that's a fever. It looks like he went for a massive dive on him, on Yakos, into the corner at the end of the straight. Not able to make the move, so the lights has left the session. Looks like Paul making an overtake on lights' AI. We're going to see another overtaking attempt. No, he doesn't. Oh, he's actually gone for us as a switch to Yakos. He went down the inside, tried to make a dive. Doesn't get it done, no. Yakos holds position. Fiba has to be careful because he's got no EOS. He's on the rear diffuser of him as well, just pushing him through the corners. This is great racing between these two. No mistakes given. No pushing shown. It's great. You gotta love it. It's like Silver and Mantis are having a little fight of their own. Just switching position now. Mantis up in the third, Silver in fourth. They've actually extended that gap to Trin. There's now 4 seconds since they started fighting yet again. Back to FIBA with this little battle. Tim West and T-Mac about to join the fight. Behind these two, that's Trinal. He's picked up another 3-second penalty as well. So he's on the threat from getting overtaken by Red. Took the Silver again. Oh, I can't stop myself. Quite a train forming behind Yakos in the 5th place. So I think the top 4, or the top guys in 3rd and 4th, secured their position for now, as Yakos not actually catching at the moment. Freya takes up the 3-second penalty. No sign of movements as all Vegas has had a spin. That'll be the uphill right-hander. That's actually very tricky to get right. Was Vantix has picked up a penalty, so we're down 1 driver to 2. We're down to 2 drivers that have kept it clean this entire race, combined in Silver. Yakos actually making a tiny little gap to FIBA at the moment, despite being on the hard compound tyre. FIBA has yet another lockup into turn 1. And Trin with another 3-second penalty. I believe that's 9 seconds of penalty that Trin has now, so he's really under threat from Rantix and Silver. Silver could jump all the way up into 2nd at this rate. Let's have a look at what top 2 are doing. So we still got Trin and Big Al fighting out for a lead, but I'm pretty sure Trin has lost that fight as he's got double or triple the amount of penalties that triple the amount of penalties that Big Al has. I'm pretty sure Big Al has 1. Yep. So Big Al only with 1. Trin was 9 seconds of penalties at the moment. As Vantis has actually made a gap to Silver behind him, so it looks like it's either Silver made a mistake or there's been a gap has been made, but Trin, oh, what the hell? Trin has just got a big snap of traction loss right there. Was Trin not able to make an overtake? Hold position. Let's jump forward. Team adds. So Tim is trying to make a move on combine. Doesn't get the move done though. People not able to make a move either on Yakos. I've done it again. Yaskos. Something like that. I say Yaskos. It looks like he's made a move. Though around the outside. Just the first corner of Sector 2, I believe it was. Now Yaskos is going to have DRS assistance. Looks like Trin's going to make a move on Big Al for the lead, and Trin takes the lead. Big Al in second now. So I think Trin is going to be pushing a lot harder than he's been to make that, I believe it's 6-second gap he needs to Big Al for a win. Was a big lockup from Fever that's got Constantina Fair, of course. Yakos to lock up and combine almost into the back of him. So he makes a big over dive on him. Oh, he's lost it. Yakos has lost it and he's gone. Oh, what's happening? Okay, so I need to break this down. So he went on a dive for Fever. Then I believe he had a traction loss, hit the rear wheel, and got forced into the wall. I believe that's what happened. Tim with a lot braking though. He's got a teammate right behind him though, trying to make a move, not able to do anything. So Yakos has lost out massively at the moment from that little bit of contact. I don't think he'll be able to make those spots back up. Actually, I might eat my words because he's about to join the DRS train yet again. Yeah, I've just ate my words. I think he just got DRS. Let me have a look. No, he didn't. He didn't get DRS. How unfortunate. Combine on the back of Viva. Was he able to combine making a move? On the outside. That's not the one I want. Oh, Feeble with a massive dive on combine though after being overtaken. Gets a spot back. And T-Mac making a move on Tim West down the inside of the corner just after. Tim still has that inside line though. T-Mac's going to hold it around the outside. Get a little bit of nudging between the drivers. A little bit of car contact. Oh, it's lost that. Tim West has lost it. He saved it. I don't know how. He's half sideways. Tim West just sliding through the double right-hander. Somehow saved it, but just dropped a knife out of DRS to contention. Same with teammate. He's not in contention for DRS after that little fight. Combined not able to make a move though, again. As we're coming on the back straight yet again. It looks like T-Mac won't have DRS, so he's going to be seeing Dr. Yaskos behind him. Yasko. Yeah, that's right. Yasko. No, I don't know. Looks like Big L almost made a move on Trin in the Sector 3. It looks like Feber and Combine going out. Combine went for a really good dive, and Feber squeezed them to the outside. Fever having a lock up. combined with the inside line. What's Feeble going to do? He's going to take a wider approach, opens up the corner nicely for himself. Not able to get on the power early enough to get the spot back though. So he's going to have to sit behind the Ferrari driver for that. And between this team has been able to catch DRS of these two again. Have a look at Big Al. Is he going to make a move on Trin? Trin is 2% ERS, going to extremely defensive, weaving on the straight, trying to break the toe. Big Al on the outside. Is he going to be able to get the car pulled up? Yes, he does. But Trin's got that covered off really nicely. Big Al not able to make a move. Lobster quite a bit in the following corner straight after though. Oh, it's Trin's lost it. It's hit the wall. And we got a safety car! 3 laps safety, oh my lord! This is just screwed over everyone with penalties! Everyone with a penalty has to be fuming right now, because this has just destroyed most people. As Silvaro into pit lane, Trin into pit lane. Let's have a look at the penalties. Big Al 6, Vantage for 3, Trin 9 seconds of penalty. That's going to extremely hurt him this race. Phoebe has got 6. He's in the pit lane with combined. Yakos is in the pit lane. I think Tim's in. T-Mac stays out. T-Mac with 9 seconds as well. Tim West gets 5 seconds. That's going to hurt him more. What is happening? We're going to have a 1-lap sprint to the end. Or 2-lap sprint to the end. Because the safety car will be in this lap. It's not allowed any more laps. So if the safety car comes out, there has to be a minimum of 2 laps at the end of the race for racing. So safety car should be in this lap. At the moment, 4 cars are behind it. It will soon be almost the whole field. So this is going to hurt everyone with a lot of penalties. It's not going to hurt the guys with 3 seconds. It mostly hurt the guys with 6 or 9. And this is a... Hello. We got a random joined. Safety car in this lap. Have a look at what is about to happen. So Big Al, he will be pacing the field. But this is interesting. Silver Arrow, he's in 4th. He's got fresh set of tyres and no penalty. So he was able to make... Or he will be able to gain the lead on BL due to the fact he's got fresher tyres and penalties apply. And... Oh, his teammates lost on the safety car! That is a... Oh no, he's done it. And there we go. Big Al has called it. Vantis has stayed with him well. We might see an overtake into turn 1 of the safety car restart. Is he going to do anything? No. He stays behind Trim with late braking. Tries to make a move on Silver. Doesn't quite get it. Tells me he gets the 5 cents for ignoring the yellow flag. I assume that is for a teammate that who spun under the safety car. So what we're really focusing on is Silver Arrow and Combined at the moment, because these two are in a prime position for points due to the penalties. Combined needs to get past Pool to make this work. If you can't get past Pool, there's no point. Let's have a look. Pool goes a little bit defensive, combined down the inside, makes a little bit of dive. Gets the move done in the braking zone. On the exit, he's ahead. Trent and Silvaro side by side down the straight. Who's ahead? I don't know. I think it's Trent. Trent's ahead at the moment. Slots in behind Rantis, gets a little bit of the toe. And we can see people going, so we gotta go 3 wide almost into turn. Oh, there's big contact. Tim's in the wall. We got a car in the wall yet again. And Tim West is gone. He's retired. Let's have a look at Trin. He's on the back of Antics as well. Silvaro and Combine in the best position. It looks like Rantis has lost it. And Trin gets another 3-second penalty. He's on the fight. He's trying to fight for P1 on the race. Trin just wants to on-track win at this point. He doesn't care. Why don't we go see Trin? No, he doesn't decide to go for it. Oh, he actually might. He's got better entry and exit than Big Al. Big Al with the worst tyres. Side-by-side finances, I think. No, Trin is smart. Pulls back. He's got Silver Al on the back of him, though, and Combine. At the moment, Silver and Combine are 1-2. This is gonna be the best straight. Oh, Trin gone for looked at the dive. He gets a bit of his nose in. Hits the back of Big L on the corner. Doesn't really matter. Here we go. Down the straight. They're all using ERS. Silver with the most ERS out of these top 4. Is it gonna do anything? No. Trin down the inside. Gets the move done. Big L has lost massively. Trent able to make... Trent's not really bold. He's almost made a second already after Big Al's mistake. And there's a yellow flag. Looks like someone's around. Tell this man has gone around. Trent at the moment will take the on-track win, but he won't win it because of penalties. So Trent across the line, he will finish first. On track, Big Al second. But Silvaro is our official winner for the race. T-Mac has retired. I think that's before the line. He has. He's done his DNF before the line. Oh my lord. That was an intense race at the end. As FIBA gets driver of the day for his race after starting last. I don't know what place he finished because he did get penalties. As we got Silvaro taking the USA victory after penalties were played. Combined, amazing second after being midfield for most of that race. And we got Yakos on his first race game third after starting fourth. So Haas, your team, winning team for today at the moment. So Silvaro, P1 after penalties applied. This shows you being clean proves a lot in this race. So Silvaro combined both cleanest drivers of this race, first and second. Then you got Yakos, Big Al, Rantix, Pool, Trin, Grando, FIBA, Lights for the top 10. Then we got Talisman in 11th. Then you got T-Mac, DNF before the line. Focus, he quit, and Tim retired after the safety car restart. Chen, who did finish first on track, dropped all the way to 7th due to penalties. Yakos, extremely good result for him after qualifying in his first race. And after being on the hards, he did extremely well to hold off medium and soft runners. Well, that is all for ACRL today. Make sure you join next week. I believe next week next week I think I believe we're Mexico, so that's even more penalty central. So be sure to join us then. We are starting 1 hour earlier, so we do start 1300 think it's 1300 CET. Let me just have a little look. Nope, 1300 CEST we start. So be sure to tune in then, and we shall see you all in the next round at Mexico. Bye.